Okay, where
I got
are
shot
we?
for the first time.
Oh, you got shot, Gaddo? Yeah. Who shot at you? Gad? Sorry, helps if I hit the button. Gaddo, who shot you?
I don't know who it was, but it doesn't say who shot you. So. But it was I spawned at Balota. I geared up straight away. I even had a gun with bullets and all that. I got shot in the back while I was eating in the supermarket.
Yeah, that's gonna
I
happen.
didn't even see him.
So far, touch wood, not been shot.
Well, I geared up the whole way, but I almost had everything within an hour. So, you know, when I died I felt like it's not that big a deal. Didn't take me a week or something.
Yeah, after the character wipe, because I was being uber cautious, I didn't go to anywhere high profile. I just went from small village to small village, diagonally across the map from Klemenka or Cabinino, I can never remember which one's which, all the way up to Bergino, going through the little villages like Boar and places like that, and the odd random house that doesn't have zombies. Geared up nicely, got to Bergino, geared up, and then made a video of the very far northeast, which I released yesterday, and that showed all the some of the new bits and bobs. The landscape has changed dramatically up there.
Yeah, it's a whole new bit where the road used to end. Goes on.
Well, it's more than just adding roads and railway lines and the occasional town. They've actually resculpted the landscape. There's all these gorges with rocks, rock outcrops. Instead of those little random rock outcrops you used to get in the northeast, you know, where there's these individual rocks. It was actually like escarpments with cliffs. And for you guys who are watching the video, my intro got ruined by Gaddo, but Gaddo and I are on the same server. He's in Zelena, heading north. I was in Krasnostav, heading west, and we are going to meet up roughly at the northeast airfield and see how.
You okay in bullets?
I've got a few, but I'm rocking a bolt action rifle, so and I've got no scope on it, so I'm not exactly going to be Bandit Supreme.
I still need a clip. I got my M4, but...
Oh, you got an M4 but no magazine for it?
Yeah.
I don't know when this server restarted last. I'm getting some wicked...
Well, I'm right now in Zelena in the 2-story block.
Yeah, if I were you, I would be looting our way there. I mean, I'm straight lining at the moment, but the way the new game is, that you've got to keep up resources. I'm fortunately fairly well stocked. I spent a day or a couple of hours looting Bergino to get enough stocks for this long trek I did yesterday, because I didn't think I would find any loot at all. I did find some, but water was of concern, because there's very little water up there.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty alright. Got food, got drink, got a can opener, so...
Ooh, I could do with a can opener. You can now open tins with anything, apparently, or anything sharp, but you lose some of the content from the
that's
tin.
good.
So you can use your fire axe. Now, what I don't know is whether or not it damages the fire axe. I do know you lose a portion of your tin, so you'll not get 100% of the food that was in it.
Yeah, but that's alright, at least you won't have to starve. And in real life you would do the same if you were starving.
Yeah, if you were that hungry and you had an axe and a can of beans, you would, damn, you'd lick it off the floor. On that note, with me tromping through the countryside, talking to Gaddo, we'll stop the video. I'm going to record this. They've changed the road layout. There's an extra road there now. There used to be a pond back there, which I was somewhat looking for. But we've got some new features here. Yeah, I found some railway cars on the railway track.
Anything around it?
There's a lot of new stuff here. There looks like bridges and a river. This is a little area that's going to need a bit of exploring. This is new, and it's not that far north. I mean, yes, we're on the boundaries of the Northern Territory, but this was part of the normal gameplay area. Okay, let's see if I can climb up into the railway carriages. Don't know if they spawn loot. Right, yes, there are ladders up into the railway carriages, but they don't appear to have loot. Getting on and off them is tricky. Oh, come on. Sod it. So, a couple of railway carriages. I've forgotten the name of the village I'm near, but it's one we used to fight over a lot when we were in playing Arma 2. Do you remember when you used to join us when we were playing Evo on Arma 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about the second or third village to attack after the first one. Someone's been busy. Someone's definitely been busy in this section of the map. This road was never here. I can see sort of like there's patches in the grass that look like they are going to be for houses. And a very large area where I am at the moment, which looks like I mean, it looks like a large car park at the moment, you know, one of those basic car parks, but there's walls and things, so I think this is going to be a town. There's no water in there. That's a shame. Getting little bridges. Interesting area. I assume this is all going to be full of water. Getting some wicked frame rate stutters. But this looks like, yeah, there are these patches where the grass changes colour, which I think is where houses are going to be. I think there's going to be quite a large town here. I mean, they've done the railway track, they've done the railway station.
Yeah, if you look at the roads, it looks like something big is going to come there.
I think this is going to be quite a large town. I mean, it's not going to be like Electro Cherno sized, but it might be Zelena sized.
And a lot of houses close to each other, as in towns close to each other.
Yeah, this looks like it's going to be quite an interesting area. So they've done the railway station. The roads are in. The ground has been levelled. You can see where the houses are going to be. Yeah, there's a little selection of shops and things here. I'll have a look at these. Don't know if there's going to be... Oh yeah, there's loot. Granted, you're not going to find anything other than a book in a bookshop. Not much loot. Little car park for for the train station. Can of drink, I'm having you. Aha! Anti-stab vest. Now let's see where this goes. Yeah, it just goes over. It goes like with a vest. It doesn't have any pockets, unfortunately. By the way, I think this is so funny. Yeah, it doesn't have any pockets, but it's an anti-stab vest. Goes over your over whatever you're wearing as your upper wearing. Ah, there goes. The server's going. Oh well. Did you get disconnected from the server?
Yep.
Odd time to do a restart. Mind you, I don't suppose they want all of the servers restarting at the same time, because I'm sure that would put a massive strain on the central server. Says it restarts every 2 hours from midnight. It also says it's 24/7 daylight. It'd be great for recording, but I don't want a server that's completely always daylight. No, we're waiting for host. Oh no, I'll catch up with you in a second. Yeah, looking at a black screen, that's just boring. After all that, we had to swap servers because that one didn't come back up. So we can have another look here, see if anyone's been up here. Nothing. Definitely going to be interesting if this is going to be a big town. Yeah, I can see a lot of people coming up here if this is going to be a really big town. Oh, and of course, because the delay, I've lost that stab-proof vest. That's annoying. And he just picked the bloody thing up. Do like the trains, they are cool. Choo choo. They should have called it the hype. Oh well. Ooh, rusty fence. They've done some interesting stuff up here. Oh, where's my compass? That way. Put your fist down, love. And off we trot on our onward quest to go west. Talk to you in a bit. Look what I've found. This is new. Gaddo and I are just noticing the fact that you do that. It now says healthy up there. That's cool. Again, this area doesn't look entirely finished. But it's a couple of those tin sheds with the blue doors. Except for it doesn't look right. I don't know, maybe I'm just imagining things. Oh no, this is normal. I've really got to go through my Steam settings to mute that type of thing. Oh, go away, all these people trying to talk to me. Too blooming loud. Oh, inspect, that's new. For some reason I'm carrying around a badly damaged flashlight. Military one. Very odd. Well, it's worth coming. It was worth coming here. I managed to pick up a few tins. There's some hats and things here which I don't need. Could really do with a better backpack. Mine's all like beaten up. You found anything interesting yet?
I've just entered the military base again. Hopefully you'll find a mag or something. So I can at least defend myself when needed.
Let's go for a... Oh, bollocks. Let's lose that hat. And put that hat
But it looks like it's all been looted over here. But I did find a fire axe.
You can never have too many fire axes.
Well, one will do.
Well, yes, you know what I mean. You don't want everyone to have a fire axe. So that's a farm building over there. Because that's almost directly north. Oh, I wish there was binoculars. I think I can see a wall. No, it's not a wall, it's just grey.
But I did find a pistol ammo magazine thing.
Oh, they're rare.
Yeah. What I've noticed is a lot of people forget to look underneath the bunk beds.
Yeah.
In the story buildings.
Yeah, people. There have been. I've gone into houses that have doors open and clearly been looted. I'm sorry, but they haven't done a very good job of looting, because I have found things in there. Because they're not. They're just doing what they would have done with the mod, and not.
Yeah. Same here. Same as on top of the little boxes. What are they called? Lockers.
Yeah, on top of the
rooms.
lockers.
Underneath the bunk beds.
Yeah, there are times when you've got to get on your belly to look under stuff.
Well, I just did it. That's why I found a mag.
I'm finding quite... I mean, this whole landscape is so very different from how it used to be. There are roads and new buildings. I don't know if they just started with a new, completely new and just... Or if they carved out sections and put new bits in. Or if they just did a new height map. Or maybe it's the same height map. I don't know. It's just... thousands of hours playing on Chernaroos to be on Chernaroos and not recognise anything is weird. Always used to pride myself that I would, you know, you put me down in any portion of the map, I would know where I was. Well, I tell you what, you dumped me here and I wouldn't have a Scoobies. I wouldn't know if I was north, south or anything. Nice big farm complex with a new red barn. Looks like we've got a new red barn added. There only were about 3 of them, weren't there? By the way, red barns, they have loot on the upper floor. Still no Zeds up here, which is no bad thing, I suppose.
Yeah, pretty quiet over here too.
Rocket put a post out saying that there's going to be... that if they add more loot, they'll have to take away zombies, or if they add more zombies, they'd have to take away some loot. This is unfinished.
That's
it's all to do with the server performance. I'll tell you what, there's no loot up here. Oh, yes there is. Yes there is. 1 or 2 bits. So nervous of height though. Is that a rotten kiwi? Yeah, a rotten kiwi. I'm not having you. Oh wow, look at all those garages. 1, 2, 3, 4. 9 garages in a row. That's going to be a little loot heavy, isn't it? Rotten banana. Ooh, I'm not jumping. Not at this height. Ah! Can opener! Just found a can opener. Which means I can dump that stupid bloody knife. Damn things are so small, so hard to find. It's definitely worth coming up to this tall red barn. And a compass. You've got a compass, right?
Yep.
Thought you would have by now.
Everything except for M4 mag.
Well, if I see one, I will be picking one up for you.
You better.
I will. I do not like that height though. This game does not handle height at all well, does it?
No. Although I haven't broken or had anything injuries of getting off things yet. All right, doing the supermarket, then I'm heading north.
You still in Zelena?
Yeah. Well, I had to do the barracks again. I was at the other side of town, where we logged in. But I got the pistol mag because of it. So.
More looting. We've got to loot the loot. Right. Gloves are pristine. Boots are pristine. Glasses are badly damaged. Hat is badly damaged. Pristine. Won't tell me. Pristine. 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 Damaged. Hello, tin. Now I've got a tin opener. So now I've got a tin opener, I can look at tins with a little more lots of hats. Bit of rope. Looting the looting. I was in some garages yesterday, or day before yesterday, and I missed the PU scope for my Mosin, and I saw it when I was reviewing the video, and so did one of my commenters. Comments on the post, you missed the PU scope, and I thought, actually it was yesterday's one, wasn't it? And I thought, yeah, I saw you, you bugger. I don't know how good it is for the Mosin. To be honest, I think I've only shot 2 bullets out of the damn thing just to make sure it works.
Well, it's pretty nice scope actually.
There's a couple, isn't there? There's the
yeah, but the PU is it's pretty alright. If it's not damaged or something. Mine was damaged, but it doesn't have any zoom, but it does give you a clear
Yeah, more than iron sight.
Yeah.
There is supposed to be a hunting rifle type scope for it as well, which I have seen, but would be nice. Weapon. Oh, I've done it again. When I go into my menu, and my mouse happens to be on my other screen, and I click, the game bloody minimises it instantly. I don't know if it's going to interrupt recording. At least that's got... Oh yeah, I hope that doesn't interrupt recording too much. Otherwise I'm wasting my time with this. It's nice to have two monitors, you know, so I can see who's talking on TeamSpeak, and I can monitor my CPU usage and all that type of stuff. Right, that's those done. It looks like a really big farm complex. I think this is going to be a big area, because I've got a red barn, 2 of the blue door barns, 2 cow sheds, and a row of garages, and another like a tractor barn, and then there's a water thing, but it's like 150 meters away from the farm, so I'm guessing there's going to be quite a sizable village in this area. More stuffs. We like stuff. And of course, because I suppose most people don't know where this is, and they're all down on the south coast fist fighting and hatcheting each other, should feel reasonably safe up here. It'll change with time once people realise there's lootable gear around here, but maybe I shouldn't make so many videos of it. Yeah, oh, gas bottle, boots. I've got my wellies are pristine. So glad I don't have to use a baseball bat now. Mind you, it's been like a day and a half, 2 days since I've seen a zombie. Because I'm so far north.
You think they don't spawn there yet?
No, remember the maps used to have red dots on them showing where zombies spawn. They don't now. And there weren't any red dots up here. Yeah, this area is definitely not finished. I've got like grass inside a cow shed. Ooh, fresh banana. I like the way the banana comes up as warm. Or something been rubbing it along the ground or something. Rice. Do I need rice? I must admit, it is fun exploring this this new territory up at the top. Can't see why I didn't do this sooner. Especially as there's loot up here, because I didn't think there was going to be loot. I'm going to have to start eating just to get rid of my, just to clear some inventory space. Yeah, there's definitely going to be more here. Let's have a munch and a drink. Now I've got my tin opener. Gotta keep eating, gotta keep drinking. It's like an ongoing thing if you want to maintain your health in this game. There's some of the mechanics I read about on Reddit that I'm not entirely sure of. Haven't had an opportunity to check them out. Things like if you have to bandage, you should make sure you eat some antibiotics, because there's the whole thing of wounds becoming infected. Don't need keys. We'll have some vitamins, keep me nice and healthy. In fact, I will eat another can. Where did that go? Oh, of course it went up to there. And I shall eat that. Got to be mindful of water situation. I've gone through almost half of my water.
I just met the guys from 775. They came up towards me with guns. I didn't have any ammo.
Why, you just stand there with your hands up?
Yeah, I just shouted, friendly, friendly.
Well, the guys we were testing with?
Yeah. And I said, hey, it's Gaddo, and they said, it's a new Gaddo. Ah, right. So I let them go.
Cool, otherwise you would have been slotted for certain.
Yeah, they probably would have coughed me and took my blood or something. Did something cruel with me if I didn't talk. Let's see, where's my hand?
F1 normally, just to put your hand up. Yeah, I'm going to have to find some water at some point, but it was definitely worth coming here. Just to see how big this little village is going to be. Roads, patches of grass missing. Something big is definitely planned for this area. No sign of people. I must admit, because I don't know the area, I have lost track of my position. I know I'm still running generally in a westerly direction, on the sort of boundary between the regular playing area and the Northern Territories, the new bits. The land is becoming flatter, although I do see hills on either side. Oh well, catch up with you in a bit. This looks like another area where we're going to have buildings. Places for long barns. It's these, like, I don't know, crop marks you'd call it. Archaeologists would have a field day because they could say, ooh, there used to be a building here. You know, the type of thing the archaeologists look. But all of these yellowing areas sort of tell me that there's going to be buildings here. I mean, that's probably going to be one of those long cow sheds. I thought I saw something in this wood, but obviously not. But yeah, there's more places for buildings. Is that a lake? I know apparently up here somewhere there's a lake without any water in it, which is odd, which is what this could possibly be. Because here, Gaddo, I think I found the lake without the water. Has all the hallmarks of being a lake, and it's got no sodding water in it. Yeah, that's a lake without water. Yeah, when they say this map's unfinished, they weren't lying. Here's a thought. Even though it's got no water... No, I don't get the drink command come up. That would be freaky. But that's a lake without water. Some of it's done, some of it's not. There's a funny patch up there. You see what I mean? No trees. Odd. Maybe it's going to have one of those radio towers on the top. I'm in what looks like it's going to be another either farm or village. Never did go through that. Or did I? Oh god, I'm starting to lose the plot. I wonder if they could get away with putting another TV tower in, like the one on Green Mountain.
That's where I ran into the guys.
What, Green Mountain?
Yeah, Green Mountain.
They could do with another really iconic landmark. I've completely lost the railway line, by the way. There's going to be something else here as well. Oh well. God, that's a stutter and a half. Catch up. 1 frame per second? Are you having a giraffe? CPU maxed. I think I'm going to stop recording. Started recording again because right over there I see a chain link fence, and that normally means military, but look at all this. I've passed loads of these areas where it's clearly going to be another military area. I mean, God, that's huge over there. And another large depression that could possibly be a lake that's unfinished. This is proving to be really, really quite something. So we're trotting along. As I say, the landscape is odd. We were heading west, but since I saw this chain link fence, I thought I'd better go have a look. But there are roads everywhere. The new road systems is way more complex than most of the road systems to the south. So I don't know what's behind this chain link fence. I mean, it's not unusual to see military gear behind chain link fences. So, but this is something that's new into the map. Is Armco. Never seen Armco before in DayZ or in Armour games. Or at least on Chernobyl. This is so flat, but you could have another airfield up here, couldn't you? So what have we got? We've got very old beaten up gates and a chain link fence. A little avenue of trees and a roadway, but it doesn't appear to be anything here. And the chain link fence is only along one side, so again, more unfinished. Maybe this could be a military base, maybe it could be a farm, but why have it behind chain link fence? So yeah, nothing here at the moment, but I believe there will be. I'm still not quite sure. I'm completely lost as to where I am. I know I'm in the northern 20% of the map. Beyond that, I really don't know. Been running for probably about an hour, so I've probably covered a good 10 kilometres, but what's that over there? No, it's just a light coloured field and more roads. See, they've gone a little road crazy. The number of new roads up here, but yeah, all sorts of things to look at, and areas that look, you know, with patches on the ground that look like they're going to be towns. Oh well, catch up with you in a second. So we've actually found the sort of end of the line. Gaddo's on his way here too. We've got all sorts of buildings over there to have a look at. So yeah, this is new. This is us having a look at something a little different. And nothing lootable yet.
It's a big red big barn here. A church.
Where are you?
I think I'm in the town before or I'm at the train station town, or the town before.
I don't know. I don't see a big red barn here. I do see quite a lot of interesting things.
I'm just following the road.
Yeah.
We'll see where it ends. Not 100% sure yet where I am.
It's the first time I've seen one of these railway station buildings actually without a railway line, although that maybe this is the back. Ooh, big backpack. Hello, big backpack. And it looks to be in good condition. Yes, it's pristine.
Yeah, I'm at Lapatino. Lapatino has a big red bar now.
Yeah, and the Lapatino, no,
Lapatino
Lapatino always did have a big red barn, I think.
Well, I think they made it a little bigger. No, they definitely made it bigger. I think Lapatino used to be only a few houses, nothing more than that.
No, see, it was a reasonable sized village, because I used to attack it in Arma 2, and yes, it did have a big red barn. Sure, it did. I now have a pristine backpack. Yeah, it's like a little town centre. Ooh, those buildings, having a look at those. Now these things in Zelena are like full of stuff, but here... Wait. No, there's not so much loot in those. I've definitely been having some fun in games. Still no Zeds. Ooh, fruit. Looks like I've been munching on apples for a while. Hammers and things. You I'm having. Ah, I'm running out of hands. Time to munch some stuff. I'd love to know what's causing these frame rate stutters. That was a bit more of an
Are
bloody
there
stutter.
wells over there?
I haven't seen any water sources.
Okay. Stock up before I come.
Sodium bicarbonate. That would settle an upset stomach, wouldn't it? Sodium bicarbonate, that's like baking powder or something, isn't it? A brown hoodie. Warm. Oh well, trot trot trot, more stuff. What's in? Nothing's in. Oh, bugger. This used to be referred to. Aha! PU scope and a pistol. Now what did I say put in my hands? I've got a bloomin' holster here. Nose into hand. Yeah, like a lot of games, you look through your PU scope or something, you look through a scope and it zooms the whole screen, not just the scope. It is a bit of a trick. So what else have we got around here?
You can see the crane, so...
Yes, I see the crane. There's a crane at a construction site. Are you approaching?
Yeah, that's what I said. I can see the crane.
Yeah, I can see the crane as well. I'm currently checking out the roof of the schoolhouse, you know, office building. Right, to give you a description of what I look like, so you do not shoot me.
I don't have any bullets, so... Oh wait,
Okay.
I got a pistol.
Yeah, right, is I am Asian, female, dressed primarily in green with a very large red rucksack.
Ooh.
Not quite sure how I ended up being female. It was after that reset. And this is a bus station. Oh, cool. A load of wrecked buses. I see ya.
Yep, I see you.
Wrong button. And look what's over there.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, you...
On my way in.
Yeah, okay, we'll do every other one. You do one, I'll do t'other.
I'll start at the end.
Oh, well, okay, we'll work towards each other. See, now we have to share resources.
I don't have that much anyway, or need that much.
I tend to agree with you. There's not much I need. And we're running different weapons, although different. We've got the same pistol. I don't have a magazine or any bullets. Oh, I think I've got some bullets for it. I just don't have a magazine. And to be honest, I don't really much like the pistol.
Nah, better to use a normal weapon. It's good for close range.
Yeah, I mean,
Don't know
if you're in a barrack and a zombie surprises you.
How are you on food and drink?
Not too bad. Do you need some?
No, I'm alright. I got plenty.
I found about 3 apples earlier. 2 or 3 apples, and I munched them.
All the way filled up with cans, so cans and drinks.
User entered your channel.
Oh, Smoggy!
Hello.
Odo?
There's a bayonet here for your weapon.
Yeah, they don't actually do much.
No, but you can put it on.
Yeah,
Doesn't
it
it
flashes.
collect it all?
It flashes on and off, which I dislike intensely.
You've been at parking lot. What's it called? Construction yard.
Haven't been to the construction yard. Need to go there now.
Oh wait, I got the map for you.
Got to find a slot now.
I also have one of west, and I thought you would be able to combine them, but I can't. For some
No,
reason.
you can't. I don't think you can combine them yet, which is a real pain in the tail. Do you need some bandages at all?
Nope, I'm fine.
That gets the idea of me getting rid of them then. Sod it. I need the space. So whereabouts are we on the map? Because I really have lost track of my position.
Alright, you see.
Are we like north of Lapatino?
Yep, you have Lapatino. If you follow that road, you come to the train station.
Okay. Ooh. Guess what I've found?
What you found?
Something for you. Oh, done it again.
What, you found a mag?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
I've got to pay. I've got to pay infantry Tetris to get it to you,
Oh, I'll just come to it.
mate. It's a 40-40. You're gonna love this.
Oh, nice.
Here we go. There you go. 40-40.
Cheers.
The only one I've seen higher than that is the 230s taped together.
Yeah.
You really got to search, haven't you? You got to look round behind things. Right, let's get my bearings. East. Wonder if there's much more to the east or north. God, I've come from the north. That's the bloody hell.
So, where do you think you've been?
Right, well, I started, I spawned in, and I was just to the west of Krasnazny, whatever it is, Stov. That's the town near the northeastern airport. And I basically ran directly west, right across most of that new territory. And I really could do with finding some water. I've got... No, I've still got 2 canteens left and most of a bottle.
I got plenty to share, mate. Got loads of bottles and cans and... But you don't have any room, do you?
No, I'm fine at the moment, I suppose.
Well, Lapatino...
I'm just being paranoid.
Lapatino has a well, if you want to fill your bottles.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Alright, Lapatino it is. Because you checked around here for wells?
Didn't see any. I must admit, I wasn't actually actively looking for a well, but it's a whole new area, somewhat confused.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, we're together.
This way.
I don't know if it was worse having a bright red backpack and you got a bloody bright orange one.
Yeah. Well, I had a nice the camo ones, but
yeah, I like the Huntsman one. It doesn't have as many slots, but it's a good colour. Plus, the problem with this one is that you can't see behind you anymore.
Well, I play third person, so it doesn't matter for me.
Yeah, I do a lot when I'm playing for my videos, but when you're in first person, you can no longer look over your shoulder.
Yeah.
What are you carrying?
Pistol. I think.
You don't look much like a threat. As I say, I've got a pistol, but I don't have I think I've got some ammunition, but I don't have a clip for it. So just follow the road, yeah?
Yep.
Oh, now instead of my bayonet flashing on and off, I've got the tripod, not the bipod for my rifle flashing on and off as I run along. Oh well, on that note, we'll stop recording. Helps if I hit the right buttons in the right order. Right now, Gaddo and I are like exploring the northern area. He's got a map, so he can see some things that I can't, and we think that valley looks somewhat inviting. And there are some interesting features at the far end. Well, I hope that's what he means anyway. So have you found it on the map, this road layout? You're actually looking at your compass. It's like orienteering.
I think we are at 3414. You take a look at the map, see if I'm right.
No, I don't doubt you, mate.
Take a look. Yeah, there should be a little road down here. That means we need to follow this road to the east.
Oh, you want to follow that road?
To the east and then going north. If you see it on the north side, there leads a road all the way north, and it has 3 side roads.
Give me a second to check to look at this map.
11:15. That's where I want to go.
Wish it wouldn't do that. So where did you think we are?
3314. I'm pretty sure, because there's a little side road here, which is a probably pretty easy thing to find on the map.
What I'm looking at is, you know that valley... Oh, you think we're here? I mean, straight north from here, we've got this little valley running... So I know where we are, yes. There's a valley to our west, and also there's, if you look north of it, there looks like some stuff, and I see what you mean about those three roads in a line. That could be a town or something. That is just directly straight north. If we beelined it north, we would cross 2 roads and end up in that area. God, we're not as far north as I thought we were. Hang on, let me put the... If we beelined it straight north... Let me give you the map back.
No, you keep the map. You can show the viewers where we are.
Yeah.
It's nice for the vet.
I reckon we beeline it straight north. We'll cross 2 roads
All right.
and then we'll come into that area you're interested in.
Okay, let's go.
As I say, this is like orienteering. Talk to you when we find something. That valley did look interesting though. This is it's like a concrete pad.
Road or something.
Let's carry on north for a bit longer. Hang on, let me get my compass up. As I say, very unfamiliar landscape. Now, do you think these ground markings could be those roads you were looking at? Oh no, there's something over to my right. Road off to our left. More of these pads in a line. Aren't they strange? I've never seen this as a feature in this map before, in any armour map, these concrete pads in lines. Well, it's not exactly a road, is it?
It's a bit like these concrete blocks they use to build roads, temporary roads.
Could be.
Those plates.
Because there is a road. And a large area that looks like it's going to have buildings on it. more of those concrete pads in lines. Isn't this weird?
And the road continues over there.
So that's a road. This is concrete pads. Oh, there are no buildings or anything, but there's going to be something here.
You know, a nice place for a military base or something like that, you know.
Has the almost
Bit more to the north.
looks a bit like Salisbury Plain to me almost. And then we've got road, proper road. I just don't understand what those concrete pads are in a line. Jeepers, look at the size of this area.
Yeah, but looking at the ground, this is area where you found military buildings on.
These, well, I don't know, there's...
And industrial and stuff.
It's got to be either industrial or... it's got to be something, hasn't it? And... but what,
Yeah, but
I don't know.
you have also this ground at the airfield, the northeast one.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't surprise me if something like a military base or something would come.
It makes sense. Makes sense that this is going to be a military base. We've got a curved road. Right, I'm going to just have a look at my map and try and suss out where we are.
Alright, just getting a drink.
That wasn't the right button to hit. I just flipped you the bird. Right, got a road northeast. Heading southeast, so northeast, southeast. That's this one, isn't it?
Alright.
If we follow this road to the northeast a little further, we will get a couple of roads heading southwest again in parallel. But there's something marked on the map I would love to have a look at to our southwest.
Alright, let's go.
Okay. Ready to rock and roll.
Okay, let's go.
There's a couple of dots on the map which look odd, and also there's a little road, access road leading into it.
There's also a little blue mark on the map. Don't know if you've seen that.
I don't know if I noticed that. Hold on.
It's a bit of the center of the little map. Bit to the north of the airfield, I think. If I remember right.
Don't see any other colours on there apart from greens and...
Looked a bit like a church area. Down the road, it's next to the main road. To the north of it, I think.
Weird. Very odd. Anyway, I'll stop recording that. More oddness. These are the same concrete pads we saw last time. Oh, keep keep on hitting the wrong sodding buttons. Yes, all very weird. Don't forget, if you're eating something like rice, you need to drink, because the dryness of the food will reduce your fluid.
Yeah.
Ready to move?
Yep.
I would love to know what these markings were on the ground.
Yeah, I'm really curious.
Because I notice I'm even
Come
stepping up onto them. When you run over them, you kind of step half a step up. All very odd. Bohemia, what are you up to? It's very pretty, mind. It does remind me of Salisbury Plain. Salisbury Plain in the UK is basically where the army lives and practices and trains. And it sort of has that vibe to it. And finding odd, old concrete structures in strange places is not unusual there. Like tank traps and things like that.
Would make sense to the north of their base.
Hmm. But these concrete pads just popping up all over the place. And there's 6 of them here. Another one's going off in that direction. Circular concrete pad. Oh, this is confusing as heck. Like some listening post type arrangement of, you know, that sort of like Cold War strangeness.
Yeah, there's a lot more over here.
Yeah, there's a large flat area over there without any, with the different coloured ground. Looks like there are going to be buildings there. More of these concrete pads. And now we've got a dirt track. Now this, I think, is that curving dirt track I was looking for. So it looks like there's going to be a large base of some kind up here. And again, I suspect it's going to be military. I can't wait for them to finish this map. I really can't finish for them to wait, or I can't wait for them to finish. So we're currently just stood here, 500 metres from the edge of the map, about just over 2 kilometres from the northern edge of the map. The next interesting place looks to be up near the Grozny Pass. It looks like that extra light road there is new, along with all of these other roads. None of this was here before. And sorry, if you're going to message me while I'm making videos, I'm not answering, sorry, but... So that is northeast should be about that way. Yeah, I just gotta have something to eat myself, I think. You don't need to see watch me eat. Gaddo and I have been auto running, but I think I found. Mate, I think I found another empty lake.
Did you just stop?
Yes, I broke off to the left slightly. Look at this empty lake.
Let me see. Alright, yeah.
Empty lake. And there's no water, but there's no signification to drink either. Hang on, I need to look at my compass because I've gone off thingy.
Ah, thingy.
Thingy, yes, that's the thingy. Right, I'm heading the right way if you want to follow. Time to find the weight. And if you're interested in how we cover very large distances in this game without, like, you got a weight that you put on the W key and you just auto run. And we're currently running under imaginary water right now. It's quite a large lake, mate. It's a very large lake. Out into open ground again. God, it's an enormous plain. Can you imagine trying to cross this and there are players about? You will get slotted at distance. Oh well, on that note. Looks like my navigation skills have gone absolutely screwy because this is the northern edge of the map. We should be able to run along here and find the road in the thingy pass. Thingy, that's descriptive.
The boat?
Oh god, that's miles away.
Yeah, it's all the way to the south.
The boat? No, the boat's in the north.
East, I mean.
Yeah, it's all the way to the east. No, along here there's that pass, Grozny, or something or other pass, begins with a G. And there is a road. And going this way we should come across it. It's just that this landscape has changed dramatically. This used to be pine forests. This all used to be pine forests up here. When I was a boy I remember these as pine forests. And it's all been cleared and it's deciduous open grassland and stuff. Should be this valley ahead. And then we go down the road and we'll find that feature on the map with two roads running in parallel, which I think is going to be a town. Catch up with you in a sec when I find it. Let's find bloody anything. Are they really going to put something this close to the top edge of the map? This looks like this has been cleared for a building, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We've got our road to our left. They're really going to put things this close to the edge of the map, entice players to see the boundary between... That's going to be a bit of a surprise to some players. They probably don't know that you can sort of reach the edge of the map. I've got to have a look at the map because this is a bit odd.
Session lost.
No! Session lost. We didn't get to see it. bugger! I'm recording as well. I'll see you in a second. This is the bit we're trying to get to see. Looks like we found that feature. There's nothing here yet. Just the road.
Yeah, this is town area.
It's going to be a town, isn't it? Or a village or something. Although it's not very flat, they're going to have to do some levelling. They're going to put houses here.
Maybe just one at the end of the road.
It's an odd sort of little shape. You've got like a parallel road.
Yeah.
And then a little linking road. I mean, if they want to level this lot out, they can put houses here. Well, my friend, I think I'm going to log out because I've got like about an hour and a half's worth of video to render up, and no one's going to watch it all the way to the end.
It's alright, mate. You go.
Do you want your map back?
No, you keep it. Mate,
You sure?
Use it for your next video, mate.
Okay. Right.
Alright, I'll see you around.
Have
Probably
fun.
head
Yeah, just head
to the
south.
something.
Just go south, man. South. I'll see ya.
Alright, see you.
Bye. And on that note, we will wrap the video up. I really hope you made it to the end, because we've seen some really interesting things in the second half. Well, we've seen lots of interesting things throughout the video. We started in Krasnovstavi, whatever. Gaddo started down in the south of the map. We met up at the railway terminus where the bus station is. Having seen lots of new features, like this bit here. This is completely new. There's nothing here beyond an unusual road layout, and in most cases it was just unusual road layout and bare ground where they're going to put houses. Who knows? But there's lots of stuff. There's so much. The play area in this game is now huge. It was huge before, but it's even bigger now because so much more of it is going to be useful. I mean, right about, I don't know, half a kilometre that way, you can see a large square patch on the ground where they're going to put a building. How weird. Anyway, on that note, we will leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've made it to the end, and I will talk to you, ladies and gentlemen, later. Bye bye.